Welcome back to this random table where I fix stuff. Today we have this PowerPC G3 Wallstreet II. You can see it actually came with its original accessory kit, which is nice. We can start by taking a look at this, I guess. In here, we have the battery, which of course is completely dead. It's not even take a charge anymore. We have the VGA to Apple proprietary display adapter. Came with an Ethernet cable, phone cable, and this is the S-Video adapter. The laptop has an S-Video port on the back of it. It also came with the Apple charger. Be using that. Came with the original stickers. Came with a CD folder, which has some random software in it. And it came with all of the instruction books for macOS 8.5, troubleshooting, service and support guide, license agreement, which also has some extra papers along with it. Proof of purchase coupons. Hard disk format information. Technical information like specifications. See the processor there. Memory. Bit of display stuff. User's manual, and of course American Online pamphlet. So it really reminded me of Tide. It's the color scheme. We get a free gift if we register. We say what our free gift is. Oh, magazines. And that looks like about it. Just stick back in here. That's the accessories. For the computer itself, it has CD drive on one side, floppy drive on the other, the phone port, modem, and these are two PCMCIA slots here. These drives are removable, so they're actually hot swappable, so you can just pull this little tab on the front and the drive pops right out. And the same with the CD drive. So you can pop this out and have a battery in or whatever you want. Of course, since the battery for mine is completely dead, I just took the battery out and put the floppy drive and CD drive in. They did make zip drives too that you could pop in there. In the back we've got the audio in, audio out, charger, and we've got the ADB for keyboard and mouse, serial port, Ethernet, SCSI, S-Video, and VGA. And I think that might be an infrared port. I'm not 100% sure on that. Open this up. There's a little latch in the front. You see this has the old style Apple logo. I think this is the last Apple computer to use this old style logo. This is the Wallstreet II. I think the one after this was the Lombard, I think, and that one did away with this logo and just said Powerbook there. Keyboard, everything here looks pretty nice shape. We've got volume buttons, brightness buttons, there's probably a mute button there or something. Power button, and there's some buttons over here. Oh, that's for ejecting the PCMCIA cards. Unfortunately, this machine has a dead hard drive, so I've ordered a replacement hard drive here. So we'll be swapping that out today. So IBM Travel Store, this one is, looks like 20 gigabytes and manufactured in December of 2000. The one in here I think is only like 4 or 6 or something like that. It's pretty small. So the trackpad is like microscopic by today's standards. So the first thing I'm going to do is burn and install a CD. So for that we're going to switch over to my Powerbook G4 here, 12-inch. Open this up. And this one's got a bit of damage too. It was dropped at one point on this corner, so a little bit bent in, and the weak point there around the latch release broke. But other than that, the keyboard's in pretty nice shape. Some of these get the paint wears off the top of the keys, but this one's pretty nice yet. These take a while to boot up. They're all based on either 4200 or 5200 RPM hard drives. The drive that I got as a replacement, you can see it was 4200 RPM. So the one in here probably is not much faster than that, if any faster. Just wait for this to boot up. And of course, there's another date because the battery died, but it's not really important for what we're doing, I don't think. So we'll plug in this flash drive where I have the ISO image that I want to burn. It should come up here on the desktop. You need to open Disk Tools. Get a Finder window. See, there should be disk utility. Just do burn, see if I'll let me pick an image, select image to burn. Yes, I'm going to pick an image from here. This one should be 8.5, yes, macOS 8.5. I should ask for a CD. Just pop the CD in the side here. I think it's kind of amusing. There's a 12-inch laptop, the built-in CD drive. Yet Apple's modern laptops, even the 15-inch ones, have a maximum of 5 ports in total, and no drives at all. And this one has a whole bunch of ports. It's got at least 2 USB ports. It's got FireWire. It's got Ethernet, phone, and a mini DVI, plus the CD drive. So I'll probably pause this and come back when this is done. Actually, what we can do is move over here and start work on this, which is what we're actually supposed to be doing today. So the first thing we do is pop out the drives. Of course, I need myself enough room here. Take out the CD drive. And we'll take out the floppy drive. And then underneath the keyboard are 2 latches, so you just pull down on both of those, and you can see the keyboard pops up. And then we just lift this out of its latches in the back, and then we can kind of fold this over here, and then we take out 2 screws. You can see that. Better view here of what exactly is going on. There, I think you can see that. So we need to take out this screw, and this screw, should be able to just pull that screw out of there, and this shield should come up, out. Then we've got to take out this green screw down here. That loose, then the hard drive should just pop up. Like that, and come out. Like that. You can see here's the processor card. So this right here is the actual PowerPC processor. I think this is the cache. There is an empty RAM slot here, so this RAM is upgradable. I'm not sure if there's another one on the other side or whether the other RAM is built in, but I think this is just an extra slot. So with the, see, this is the original hard drive, the original Apple one. Also IBM, this was manufactured in October of '98. And see the size on here. Actually don't see, oh there it is, 2 gigabytes. So this is only 2 gigabytes and we're going up to what, 40 I think? I think the maximum is 128 or something. Of course these are Torx screws on here, so to take out these 2 screws and then this panel should come off. Let me see if I can make one of my inappropriate screwdrivers fit these Torx screws because I don't have any Torx screws. This should work, so I'll just take out these 2 screws. This is not very exciting for you because I'm just fighting with screws, so let me come back when this is apart. So there's 2 screws in the front, and then 4 screws on the top. This one was fighting me a little bit. And then this connector should just pull off like that. And this hard drive should come out of here. See what I'm doing? Comes out like that. There's the old hard drive. So we'll open up the new one. The new hard drive here. So this one should just pop in like so, like that. And the screw holes line up. I'll just start some of these screws real quick here before this starts to fall out of here. I'll start a couple of these screws. And the other 2 just go in here. It's the one that was fighting me. A little bit stuck. Let's see what I'm doing. Oh, this is particularly exciting anyway. I think the biggest hard drive these can take is 128 gigabytes, I think. I'll just tighten these up with my inappropriate screwdriver. That should be that. And then we'll pop this front piece back on here. Just slide right in like that. That looks good. And then I'll put those 2 screws back in. Just go in the front here. Maybe. So that one's cooperating. This one's not cooperating. This is not cooperating. I'm going to fight with that for a minute. Okay, so those two screws are back in. Top screws are back in. This should just pop right back down in here. Make sure everything's lined up, and I'll push it back down in. And we'll tighten up the one green screw right here. Looks good. Everything seems pretty solid. Then we'll install this shield. Oops, my CD's just been done burning. Eject it over there. I'll install this shield, which sometimes be a little bit. So you got to get these fingers in the back lined up, the appropriate holes, which can sometimes be a little bit difficult. See if we can get these lined up here. I think that's lined up pretty well. Looks like it. Push that down in. We've got the one long screw. And then this one screw over here. That's installed, so then we just got to take the keyboard and get it lined back up again with its holes that the fingers in the back have to go into. So we can get this lined up. Almost. It's going to also be a little bit tricky to get everything positioned just right. There we go. And they should just latch back in. Which it seems to have. Yeah. Just push that back down. Yeah, so that seems to be latched back in. So, can we install floppy drive? Maybe. So I can move the camera back a little bit now. That part is done. And you got the CD drive. Now I think I have another CD in here, so I'll probably have to eject that once I power this up, assuming everything works. And I'll get the power supply plugged in here. Usually lights up a little bit when you first plug it in. And then we'll turn it on and see if we can eject the CD here. Try and move this out of the way. Move this back here, just in case the CD drive wants to hit it. So we'll get that back out of the way. So far so good, so we can eject CD. Maybe not. Give it a minute, see if it'll. There we go. So pop a fresh CD in. Asking for a boot disk, see if it'll boot off the CD. Sometimes I think you have to restart in order for it to detect the CD. The hard drive definitely sounds better than the old one. It looks like I might not be typing the CD, so we'll let it sit here for a minute, and usually it'll just shut off if it doesn't find anything to boot from. If we can turn it off, actually. I'll let you turn it off. So let it try to boot for a minute, and then it should just turn off, and then we'll turn it back on and see if it'll boot from the CD then. I know the CD drive works because I've booted from this CD before, but this is Mac OS 8.6, but since it originally had 8.5, I want to put 8.5 back on it. So hopefully my 8.5 CD is a good boot CD. So I'll find out in a minute. The old hard drive was making a bunch of noise before. And I was trying to boot from that. Once you boot off the CD, it's still making a bunch of noise, and I was trying to like identify the drive. See, I think there's a way to reset this actually. It's like some sort of shift combination. Well, anyway, I'll bring you back when this is ready to try again. Okay, so shut off. Let's see if it boots from the CD this time. Oh, maybe it doesn't like that CD. We try booting off the 10.6 one again if it doesn't work this time. It's interesting. I think the reset thing is Control Shift Power or something. See if that does any difference. But turn it off, then actually reset it. Maybe that macOS 8.5 isn't a good boot disk then. Let's try booting again with 8.6, which I've had it booted off of before. So that one should certainly work. So I'll get rid of that disk. Put this disk back in. Try resetting it. See if it boots this time. There we go. Now it's happy Mac. So yeah, I guess that macOS 8.5 ISO is a bad boot image, I guess. So that's fine. We'll install 8.6 anyway. I don't feel like hunting around for another image right now. Once this boots up, see if we can detect the hard disk. Hopefully it will, and then we can install this. I don't really decide what I want to use this machine for, but probably one thing that I can use it for is because it has I think this is the Super Drive floppy drive, so I can write the 400 and 800K floppies for the older style Macs from this, which you can't write on the PC. And before I was using my Powerbook G3 beige for that. It works pretty well. The only problem is for some reason the zip disk on that one, sometimes it won't eject the disk, and you have to restart in order to get it to eject the disk for some reason. Okay, it looks like it recognized the hard drive, 18 gigabytes. Let's give it a name here. So see if we can format it. That looks good. See if we can install. macOS install, see what this does. Oh, please open the study document you wish to use. Okay. Let's see, we are here. Powerbook G3, we are not the bronze. So let's see if we can, so let me pick that one. Yeah, it's just really, I can't see the angle that I'm at, I can't see that it's highlighted. But yeah, so I selected that one, open. Continue. That looks good. Continue. Continue. Read. Okay, what options do we have here? Should have enough space for everything, so we'll just, we don't need speech recognition, don't need multilingual internet. Okay. You should have enough space for pretty much everything here, so we'll just install anything that looks interesting. But I don't think we'll need these two. Let's start. $55 minutes. Okay. How about I bring the video back after this 55-minute thing has finished? What seems to be working so far, it recognized the hardware is going to formatted it, at least attempting to install. So hopefully that install will be successful, and then we'll have a fully functioning Powerbook G3 Wallstreet II, actually, this one is. This one has stereo speakers also, I think. Apple was the first one that came out with stereo speakers on a laptop on one of the earlier Powerbooks. But anyway, bring this back in 49 minutes and see what happens. Alright, so it's saying it's finished, so let's just do quit. And we'll see if we can boot from this then. Will it eject it or not? It doesn't have soft eject on these CDs. Let's see if I can eject it. Doesn't want to do that either. Okay, we'll just restart then. If I can get my CD to eject here. There we go. So it'll boot from the hard drive. Looks like it will. Happy Mac, that's good. Okay, got a setup assistant now. So let's go through the setup here. And that's going to be about it though. Probably spend some more time setting up some different software on here. See what this come with. Applications. I got a DVD player, which is funny because you don't have a DVD drive. A network browser, audio player, video player. This is before QuickTime. I don't know, QuickTime's here. Anything in here? Yeah. Movie player. Oh, it's a sample movie. Not much of a sample, but okay. So a sample image. So a penguin. So this is our task switcher up here. So on picture view, we can quit that. Or quit this too. Usually you only have one instance of the application open at a time. When you open something, it will open simple text. See how the icon grays out? So you can't ever open, what do these buttons do? It's interesting. So you can't ever open more than one instance at a time. If I switch back to Finder here, so I can't open another simple text, it'll just bring me back to the one that's already open. Only appears once in the list. Okay, I think that's going to be about it for this video though. This seems to have been a successful replacement of the hard drive. It boots off the hard drive now. So I'll just go to finish typing in this random stuff on here. Oops, where'd it go? Finish typing in some random stuff on here. And that'll be it. So hope you enjoyed this video. Just as a quick fix of a PowerPC Powerbook G3 Wallstreet II, the last Apple computer to have the old Apple logo. This is the last PowerBook to have the old world ROM too. The version after this got the new world ROM and then had USB ports and everything. So hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.